Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where you're speaking, but the other person just isn't getting it? Or maybe you've been in a meeting trying to pitch your idea, but it feels like you're talking to a brick wall. It can be frustrating, right? You try your best to get your point across, but somewhere along the way, the message gets lost. Well, you're not alone. Effective communication is one of the most important skills you can have, yet it's something many of us struggle with daily. Whether you're at work, socializing with friends, or even talking to family members, how you communicate can make or break a situation. But here's the good news. Communication is a skill that can be learned and improved with time and practice. In this video, we're going to break down 5 simple but powerful techniques to help you improve your communication skills. These are strategies that can help you connect better with others, whether it's at work, in personal relationships, or during casual conversations. So, let's dive in and explore how to make every conversation you have more impactful. 1. Active listening. Pay attention. Really listen. One of the biggest mistakes people make in communication is not truly listening. Communication isn't just about talking, it's about listening too. Active listening means giving your full attention to the speaker without interrupting or thinking about what you'll say next. When you actively listen, people feel heard and understood, and they're more likely to engage with you. Why is active listening so important? Active listening is more than just hearing words, it's about understanding the message behind them. Think about it. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone is just waiting for their turn to speak, not really paying attention to what you're saying? It's frustrating, right? People appreciate when they feel listened to, which helps build trust and strengthens relationships. Here's how to practice active listening. Make eye contact. This shows you're focused and engaged in the conversation. It also makes the other person feel valued. Don't interrupt. Let the person finish before you respond. Interrupting can make them feel like their words don't matter. Nod and show interest. Use small gestures like nodding to signal that you're following along and paying attention. Reflect and ask clarifying questions. Repeat back what you've heard in your own words and ask questions if you need further clarity. This shows you're genuinely interested. Active listening creates an environment where both parties can engage and share without misunderstandings. It also helps you gather more information, which leads to better responses. The better you listen, the better your conversations will flow. 2. Clarity and conciseness. Get to the point. Ever been in a conversation where someone rambles on and you lose track of their main point? Or maybe you've been the one talking, only to realize halfway through that you're losing your audience? It happens to the best of us, but it's important to remember that being clear and concise is one of the best ways to communicate effectively. Why clarity and conciseness matter? Being clear doesn't mean you have to oversimplify or remove important details. What it means is being intentional with your words and staying focused on the main message you want to convey. We all know how easy it is to go off on a tangent, but this can confuse the listener and detract from your original point. Here's how you can be clearer and more concise. Organize your thoughts. Before you speak, take a moment to think about what you want to say and how you want to say it. This helps you avoid rambling. Stick to the point. Stay on topic. Don't wander off into unrelated details unless they're necessary for context. Use simple language. Avoid jargon or overly complicated terms. Instead, use straightforward language that anyone can understand. Be mindful of time. If you're in a meeting or a time-sensitive conversation, being concise will help you get your message across faster without losing the audience's attention. When you're clear and concise, your message is easier to understand and your audience will stay engaged. It's all about making sure that every word counts. 3. Nonverbal communication. Let your body speak. Did you know that your body language plays a huge role in communication? In fact, some studies show that nonverbal cues like gestures and facial expressions can communicate more than your words do. So even if you say the right things, if your body language contradicts your words, the message may get lost. Why nonverbal communication is so powerful. Nonverbal communication includes everything from your posture, facial expressions, and gestures to your tone of voice. All these elements send signals to the other person about how you're feeling and what you're trying to express. Sometimes your body can communicate things that words can't, whether it's a subtle gesture, a smile, or even a raised eyebrow. Here's how to use nonverbal communication effectively. Maintain good posture. Stand or sit up straight to show confidence and engagement. Slouching can make you appear uninterested or disengaged. Use gestures. A well-timed hand gesture can help emphasize a point and make you appear more lively and engaged. Just be mindful not to overdo it. Pay attention to your tone. Your tone of voice can change the meaning of what you say. Make sure it matches the message you're trying to communicate. For example, speaking in a monotone can make even the most exciting topic seem dull. Facial expressions. A smile or a concerned look can communicate emotions better than words alone. A warm smile can make someone feel more at ease, while a frown might convey empathy or concern. Being aware of your body language can help you communicate more powerfully and make sure your words align with the message you want to send. 4. Empathy and emotional intelligence. Understand and connect. Effective communication isn't just about sharing information, it's also about understanding how the other person feels. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, and emotional intelligence is about recognizing and managing your own emotions and those of others. Together, they can take your communication to the next level. Why empathy and emotional intelligence matter. When you approach a conversation with empathy, you show that you care about the other person's feelings and point of view. This helps reduce tension, build trust, and foster a more positive atmosphere. Emotional intelligence, on the other hand, helps you stay in control of your own feelings, which is especially useful in difficult or high-stress conversations. Here's how to practice empathy and emotional intelligence. Acknowledge feelings. If someone's upset or frustrated, show understanding by saying something like, "I can see this is important to you." This helps them feel heard and validated. Respond appropriately. Instead of jumping to conclusions or immediately offering solutions, take a moment to understand where the other person is coming from. Sometimes people just want to be listened to. Control your emotions. Stay calm, even when conversations get heated. This helps you communicate clearly and avoid misunderstandings. If you find yourself getting upset, take a deep breath and focus on staying composed. Be patient. Sometimes the other person may need time to express their feelings. Giving them that space can go a long way toward building a deeper connection. When you practice empathy and emotional intelligence, you create a safe space for honest and open communication, which makes conversations more meaningful. 5. Asking open-ended questions. Foster deeper conversations. Asking questions isn't just about gathering information, it's also about keeping the conversation going and encouraging others to share more. Open-ended questions, those that can't be answered with just yes or no, are great for fostering deeper dialogue and showing you're truly interested in the other person's perspective. Why open-ended questions work. When you ask open-ended questions, you invite the other person to share more of their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. This opens up the conversation, allowing for more engagement and connection. It also shows that you're genuinely curious and interested in what the other person has to say. Here's how to ask the right questions. Use how and why. Instead of asking, "Did you enjoy the event?" ask, "What did you enjoy most about the event?" Or, "Why was that moment special for you?" Encourage elaboration. After asking a question, give the person space to explain their thoughts fully. Avoid rushing them or interrupting. Be genuinely curious. Let your questions reflect a real interest in what the other person has to say. When you're curious, the conversation will flow naturally. When you ask open-ended questions, you not only foster deeper conversations, but also show the other person that their thoughts and feelings matter. Did I miss anything? Please share with us in the comments. If you got value, please hit the subscribe button and like the video. Small changes brings big impact. By using these 5 key techniques, active listening, clarity and conciseness, nonverbal communication, empathy and emotional intelligence, and asking open-ended questions, you can transform the way you communicate. Whether you're having a casual conversation with a friend or leading a meeting at work, These skills will help you connect better, build stronger relationships, and get your message across effectively. Remember, communication is a skill you can continue to improve over time. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it. So start today. Try out one or two of these techniques in your next conversation and see how it changes the way people respond to you. By paying attention to how you listen, speak, and engage with others, you'll become a more effective communicator and see the positive impact it has on your life. Happy communicating.